Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Scyushi. I'm sitting here farming. Thought that while I had your attention, probably just have a quick little video here talking about the fact that I'm actually on vacation right now. So the videos that are going to be going up on the channel are going to end up being just kind of pre-recorded stuff. I've been trying to stock up as much as possible on my videos. This is why also the videos have kind of been, like, my upload schedule has been a little bit more sporadic than usual lately. Now, granted, I used to upload my videos at 7 a.m. sharp. I would always have scheduled uploads for that, right? And it was 7 a.m. my time, Pacific time, right? But I ended up moving away from that because, in all honesty, I kept getting sick. And just by happenstance, normally I would force myself to record and stuff like that whenever I ended up getting sick. But lately, but the trade-off is that it would take a lot longer for me to end up healing up and getting rid of the common cold and what have you. Because the cold is pretty much the only thing that I get nowadays because I'm so strong to every other disease. Yeah, totally. Because muscles can protect you from diseases. Oh my gosh, Trove just crashed. Okay, so anyways, what I was trying to get at is that something that I've changed, as you've probably noticed over the past few months, is that I don't really have a consistent upload scheduled time anymore. So I'm still uploading videos every day. I pretty much try to have one, at least two, usually. Because maybe a month or two ago I ended up I was uploading like 4 or 5 videos a day, and that was just like, that was like the olden days. That's old Scythe right there, where I was the trade-off of streaming all my videos privately so that I could skip out on editing time and upload time has been great, which I would like to get back onto a normal schedule for you guys. But in all honesty, I'm on a very, very erratic schedule myself. And I think, the reason why I can finally focus my thoughts to actually talk about something like this is because most of all, it's been real life stuff. Like, I've been going through a lot of just personal changes myself, but also a lot of changes with my recording setup. Not so much the gear or anything like that, but just the way that I'm recording things. So, you may have noticed that my camera is a little bit different quality and kind of set up in a different way. I basically finally went through my camera's settings and changed everything to manual, and I'm happy with it. It's actually looking as expensive as this camera is, because I actually ended up buying another camera because I thought maybe it would end up being better than my current one, and nope, instantaneously my camera that I've got right now was like, I'm way better. So I thought, oh, I guess I should go through my settings and actually set this thing up properly to end up being godlike. Because the only other change that I could do is swap over to 4K, which I'm probably never going to end up doing that, just because you can't really stream in 4K, I don't think. Maybe you can. I wouldn't dream of doing something like that. But then on top of it, just the fact that recording in 4K, especially for a face cam, you can't do it in 60 frames, and even then it's really difficult. Blah, blah, blah. You guys don't care. So anyways, the big thing that was going on for me personally, most of all, that was eating up a lot of my time, was I was working on a new tattoo that's pretty much covering my entire back. It's kind of a Zelda Majora's Mask themed tattoo. I've been posting pictures of it on my Instagram and my Twitter and stuff like that. But I have kind of been working on a vlog where I'm going to be just covering the entire process of it. Maybe I should do a vlog of I've got all the line work done, and next up is the coloring. And the reason why something like this, you might think, it's just a tattoo, how is that eating up all your time? Basically, whenever I end up actually going in and getting any work done, that means that I'm pretty much dead for that entire day. Not only does it take all day of actually getting the tattoo, but then on top of it, there's the healing process. And I've got a pretty good rhythm for it. Usually it takes me one good night's sleep, and then I'm at a quality, then my body's at a quality where I can actually record or edit or something, usually get some work done. But then for the most part, I'm healing, so it's really, really itchy, it's really annoying, and all of this stuff just slowly ends up giving you more and more fatigue, and just ends up tiring you out ultimately, right? So that's one of the big reasons. On top of that, for maybe a month or two ago, Mariko and I were desperately looking to end up finding a breeder so that we could end up getting ourselves another pug. Because, you know, for the longest time, I've always wanted to have the black and white pug. And now finally we found somebody in Canada, so not US, because JubJub's from Texas. So she was really expensive because that was American that I had to pay for it. And I'm Canadian and our money sucks. So I had to pay like quite a bit just to end up getting JubJub, but well worth it. She's been very expensive as far as all of her, you know, health problems are concerned, but that just happens with a purebred. For those curious, by the way, I didn't really talk about it in a video or anything, but JubJub ended up having something with her leg where her tendon kept pulling, you know, making her knee pop in and out of place. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't really that big of a deal, but it was enough of a big deal that it would have affected her when she was older. So $3,000 later, I'm not joking either. It was like $3,000 surgery for her, but basically it ended up putting her tendon in place. And I want to let you guys know that she's had a full recovery. She's still a little out of shape because she wasn't able to run around or walk for, you know, a couple weeks. But now at least she's, you know, she's running around, she's going crazy, she's going up and down stairs again and stuff. And it's really awesome. I'm really happy about that there was no complications or anything, especially because when we're getting BujBuj, which is going to be the, you know, the black pug, that's going to be sometime in July, because if any of you end up going for like a puppy or something that you got to search up online, you know, buying an animal, you got to wait until the dog is a certain age before you can end up actually like giving it to somebody. This is something that happens with the breeders. So you got to wait like, you know, a couple weeks, if not months, before you can end up getting the dog. I think it's like 8 weeks or something. But on top of that, I mean, I would just say be careful if you're shopping online for an animal, because there's lots of scammers out there. You know, find a legitimate website, and if you ever see a dog that's like, whoa, that pug is only $200, that means it's too good to be true. That means it is too good to be true, and it's more than likely a scam. Anyways, you can see that I'm just going on and on like a railroad here, just because all of this stuff has been what's been taking up all of my time. On top of, you know, my current recording setup, the biggest thing was just the camera, like I mentioned earlier, but then also my audio settings. So I've actually got it set up right now. Audio ducking is something that I've always been interested in, but I never knew what it was called. So I couldn't research it because I didn't know what it was called, right? But basically what happens now is anytime I end up talking, it's going to bring down the game's volume so that you guys can hear me a lot easier. You've noticed this in my videos for maybe a month or two now, right? But more recently, I had to do another minor change to it. So, you know, maybe you'll end up noticing in the next following videos that the volume might be too loud or what have you. Last but not least, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys briefly, you know, my plans for some future series on the channel. If you didn't check out any of my E3 videos, in all honesty, even if you guys aren't interested in my reaction videos to E3, that's perfectly understandable, because I made the mistake of making one too many of those videos. I should have just made one reaction video. But I would recommend that you guys check out my summary of E3, because that is actually a really good video. I put a lot of editing time into it, and it also talks about not only just the games that I'm excited about on from E3, but the games that you could potentially end up seeing on the channel. And more importantly, I talk about a lot of details about each of those games. It's actually more like a analyzing video, talking about like all these games from E3, because you know, while I was doing the whole reaction thing, I didn't know anything about these games because I didn't want any spoilers. But the only thing that's really coming up next is honestly going to end up being Mario Maker 2 on the channel. And then otherwise, everything's just kind of easy peasy, just the same old stuff. Okay, so I was at 7,000 for my gardening badge, by the way. Oh, I didn't check my I didn't check my watering one, but for this badge, hey, so I was actually at 7,000. Did I say 7,000? Let me double check. Yep. I was actually at 7,000 as far as my harvested plants are concerned, guys. So that bumped us up a lot. That means tomorrow, when all the plants can be harvested again, I should be able to clear them all up, which is perfect because, as I mentioned, I'm actually on vacation from Thursday, and I get back on Sunday, which means I'll more than likely be tired, so I'll probably only start making more videos and recording stuff from Monday and on. But with it, it means that unfortunately all of these plants that I end up planting, I can't harvest or deal with any of them, which means that they're going to wither and die. Yeah, so thankfully I should be able to get this stupid badge out of the way before that happens. And same with the watering one. Yeah, same with the watering one as well, because we just need to water 25,000 plants, and watering them, like, we're getting a lot out of the watering as well. So thankfully I should be able to get it all done tomorrow. Yeah, after 23 hours. Okay, so it's all gonna have to reset. Awesome! So I'll have that all done before the weekend ends up coming out, and before I'm already gone. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me today. Most of all, I just wanted to have this as a quick little update video, check you guys up on things. I do plan on doing an updated video talking about all my gear setup and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that I can have some more Trove videos for you guys over the weekend while I'm gone. You know, some tutorials and stuff like that, and just kind of mess around videos. Hopefully. But if not, that's what ended up happening, was just that I'm gone. And yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Smash like, subscribe to join the Reptilian Army. I would appreciate it. And if you guys want to support me any more than that, you can check out links in the description. Have yourselves a great day. Sayonara, and stay epic, everybody.